Vera City, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl VeraMoore, and I am back with another reaction video. Today guys, I'm super excited. I'm going to be reacting to Charlie Clark. If you haven't seen any of my reactions to him on this channel, hit the link above. We have a whole playlist on Charlie. So this is Charlie Clark takes on final boss of Brainwashed college students. Alright guys, you know the drill. Let's get started.
Hey, do I just go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you've talked a little bit about American competitiveness tonight, and I'm getting a sense that you're also not a huge fan of college. Is that correct?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, somewhat.
And
you're also not a fan of immigration. So given those two stances, you are proposing cutting off a substantial part of America's labor supply, both in skilled and unskilled sectors.
Wow.
And you're not encouraging young people, or rather you are actively discouraging young people from gaining the necessary skills to replace the skilled immigrants that are coming in. So given that you hold these two stances, how is America going to become more competitive when you, especially in fields that require highly skilled labor, such as medical research and material science and engineering?
Well, of course I want people to get skills, so that's not a correct representation. Does college provide skills to the majority of people that go? Does a woman's study degree give you any skills that was going to help us fight China?
Well, you're taking, and I know why you're doing
this. That's a majority of degrees, and people that go to college are in the social sciences, are in communications, and they're in irrelevant degrees, a majority. So a majority of the 21 million people that are in college right now are there studying stuff that you and I would laugh at.
Oh, I wouldn't laugh at that at all. I think that people go to college for a variety of reasons.
No, I know that. But do you think that when we're looking at American competitiveness, studying North African lesbian poetry is going to make us more competitive?
Well, I don't think that a person's decision to pursue an education should be determined by what is necessarily for the greater good of the country.
That's a separate issue. I'm not even contending that. Everyone has a right to do that. You can make whatever path you want. I'm making a broader macro point of competitiveness, that when you have millions of your best people studying stuff that's complete trash and complete nonsense, to just go become mid-level manager, paper pusher bureaucrats, not good. So I do have to ask the question.
Well, you haven't answered my question yet, because you're going on and you're talking about, okay, some degrees are not going to make America.
Not some.
Okay,
majority.
I'll grant you that. So you're saying a majority of degrees that are granted in the United States are not going to make America competitive in STEM fields. Okay, fine. I asked, given that you are anti-immigration and that you are disparaging going to college in general.
I'm anti-illegal immigration, just to make sure. I'm anti-foreigners breaking into our country. So I have to clarify you on my position, but go ahead.
So the Trump administration's deportation of academics, that's bad, you would say?
Well, again, it depends on what they're being deported for and what they're teaching and the criteria around that.
So the cancer researcher at, what was it? Harvard? Some Boston University that was deported for forgetting to declare frog embryos in her carry-on. That was a dangerous person that needed to be deported. Would you agree with that?
I don't know enough about the frog embryo thief.
Oh, okay. Thief? Oh, no. These were samples
smuggler.
Related to her research.
Frog embryo smuggler. Let's talk more broadly, though. If we are thinking about going up against China, do we want more universities that are of the liberal arts direction, or more that are doing really like artificial intelligence preparedness, astrophysics, engineering, of which of course I totally support, but that's less than 12% of all students that go to college study those things.
So you're asking, what's
going to make us more competitive? The current college model, or one that is significantly changed and somewhat reconfigured?
Well, your premise is that we're competing against China.
I would say we're an enemy with the Chinese Communist Party, not just a trading partner, that they're an enemy of the United States. But I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole. Back to immigration. I'm against illegal immigration. I want the best people to be here, merit-based. but I don't believe immigration is a charity. You should not come here just because you want to, and we're not going to open our doors as just an act of benevolency. We want the best people that are going to assimilate and make our country more competitive.
So you don't think we should open our doors to anyone with, say, a PhD or a highly skilled?
No, it depends. Of course not.
What do Andrea Bocelli, Steph Curry, Justin Bieber, and Tim Tebow have in common? All of their mothers were encouraged to end their pregnancies. When a woman faces an unplanned pregnancy, she is often pressured to end her child's life. She wants to make the right choice, but society and those around her are telling her that her baby is not a life. That's where the Ministry of Preborn steps in. Preborn and their network of clinics offers compassionate, loving care to mothers and the support they need to help them choose life, including a free ultrasound. Once a mother hears their child's beautiful heartbeat, she is twice as likely to choose life. If you consider yourself pro-life, it's time to join forces with Preborn. I'm a donor, and you should be too. Together, we can empower women to choose life, empower the truth of motherhood, transforms families and futures. One ultrasound is just $28, and a $140 gift will help to rescue 5 babies. When you donate monthly, you'll receive stories and pictures of lives you helped to save. Please dial pound 250 and say the keyword baby. That's pound 250 baby, or visit preborn.com/Charlie. That is preborn.com/Charlie, sponsored by Preborn.
Now, if you have a PhD and you've written extensively on how the atom was split, and you're from Japan, then yeah, we'll entertain you coming to this country, and we want that, of course. But again, you have to have some nuance into who you're going to let into our country, not just your blanket statement, let anybody with a PhD come into America. That's silly.
You don't think that humanities have any value at all? So history.
Well, I do actually. The way that it's taught and configured. So are you here at University of Wyoming?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you in the humanities, or what are you?
Oh, it depends on who you ask. I'm studying to be a doctor of economics.
Oh, great. Good.
Yeah.
So you guys have spent a lot of time studying Thomas Sowell.
Yes.
And Milton Friedman.
Yes.
And F.A. Hayek and Ludwig von Mises.
Yes.
All of that.
My work is actually quite closely related to Friedrich Hayek.
Great. So do you think most college kids across the country are learning Hayek?
Actually, yes. I was introduced to Hayek and Bastiat.
That's a joke, and you know it. Like,
oh, really?
You're the first economics student in the country I've ever known that even knows who Hayek is.
Well, I think that's because a lot of people enter economics thinking that it's just another business degree, that it's just about how to run a firm.
It's a rigorous study to obviously go after. The humanities, as they're configured, are wretched to the core with anti-Western teaching, anti-American literature.
What do you mean, anti-Western teaching?
An emphasis on Herbert Marcuse and Angela Davis and Kimberly Crenshaw and Judith Butler and Derek Bell.
What's wrong with Angela Davis? She's a great woman.
What, Angela Davis, the outspoken vocal communist?
Yeah.
She's a great woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. That's why kids shouldn't go to college, to learn from communists.
If you've been dreaming of cruising through the rich streets of Doha, Waka Now is here to make it happen. Imagine stepping off a Qatar Air.
That proves my point. Angela Davis has nothing to offer to the academy. She is the disciple of Herbert Marcuse.
You don't think a diverse education in political theory is useful?
You can learn about those perspectives, but studying them as your primary perspective, do you think
who's studying Angela Davis as their primary perspective? That's a leap. That is a leap.
No, hold on. Angela Davis is, or the postmodern school of thought, brought to you by Marcuse and the Frankfurt School and Jacques Derrida, is the predominant philosophical worldview that is put forward in the humanities across the country. That is a fact.
We've strayed pretty far from my original point. We've got people behind me. Well, hold on. I'm just going to give you an opportunity to clearly answer the questions that I had, given that you are anti-immigration.
Anti-illegal immigration.
Okay, fine. Anti-illegal immigration.
Yes.
That's fine. I'll grant you that.
I want more Elon Musks and less Elon Omars. Does that make sense?
Well, that's bait, but okay.
So that's the type of legal immigration I want. More Elons, less Elons.
Okay. We're going to ignore that bait.
No, but that's my answer. I mean,
you have
merit over Muslim totalitarianism.
You just said you are against some highly educated, highly skilled immigrants that come in based on your personal criteria. Fine. And you are against training our young people to fill their shoes. how does this make America more competitive? And
Okay,
you've spent a lot of time talking about immigration and the fact that
again-
some college degrees are worthless, but you have not at all addressed how
Okay,
your viewpoints make America
apprenticeships,
more competitive.
Apprenticeships, trade schools, community colleges. There's other options than four-year colleges to be able to get skills, of which I highly support. Did you know there are 11 million job openings in this country right now that do not require a college degree, that just require some form of technical training? So yes, we need less people going to college and more people that are going to enter the muscular class of this country.
Community colleges are going to teach you how to cure cancer, but that's my time, all right?
Okay, but a community college actually might teach you how to change a tire, which millions of Americans don't know how to do.
Wow.
Okay, thank
that
you
was
for your
a
time.
lot. That was a lot. Okay. This college student, I'm not even sure it was to debate. I'm not even sure he came to learn anything. Like, basically, he came to fight. He's not even coming to debate. Like, he came to fight. Like, what? Like, he is really, really brainwashed. I 100% agree with Charlie. Just allowing anyhow immigrants into the country, I mean, it's what value are they adding to the country? I 100% agree with him, because just allowing immigrants come in and they keep taking from you, taking all of your resources, and they're not even adding any value to your country. It is sick. Like, I'm from Nigeria, and these days everybody wants to travel out. Everybody wants to travel abroad. Like, what are you guys looking for? What exactly are you guys going there to do? Like, why can't you stay in your country and excel, rather than looking for means to go to other countries because you believe that things are fine over there and things are worse over here? Like, it is just crazy. It is ridiculous. And this guy obviously has been so brainwashed. Like, he's not even ready to listen to anything. I think his mind is already brainwashed and all of that. So I 100% agree with Charlie. We need more Elon Musk. Yeah, more Elon Musk. If you want to migrate, to another country, you have to tell us why you should be picked. Like, why should we allow you into our country? What good are you doing? What are you bringing? Hope you're not coming to choke us, to take from us. Yes, I agree with him. There's one of his videos that I was watching, and he was saying something about a family, right? So he says, okay, so you're a family, you have children, and you are struggling to feed your children. As if that is not enough, then you allow other kids come stay with you, and so the little food that you have for your own kids, you are sharing it with the other kids. Like, do you guys get? So that is the explanation of this whole thing. Like, they themselves are trying to maintain, resources and all of that. Then more people are trooping in. Come on, it's actually crazy. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think about this video? Drop a comment down below. I totally enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, give it a huge thumbs up and please share this video. If you're new to the channel, join VeraCity. Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And that's, guys, I'll see you in my next video. I love you. Bye.